That's me. Good. Okay. So first off, it says that we know that IHM is 125 degrees. So angle IHM, this is 125 degrees. If you did not put that in there, you should have. Okay? We're trying to find IHJ, JHN, and HM. This is how you should label your answers. Okay? You should have it as the measure of angle and then your angle. First off, to find the measure of angle 2, this is a straight line. When they're straight line, they are called linear pairs. You might have remembered hearing that in Shine or last year or anything like that. But I'm subtracting 180 minus 125, and that gives me 55 degrees. IHJ. So IHJ is 55 degrees. Then I'm looking for JHN. JHN. Well, there's two ways to do this. I could do 180 minus 55. I could do 180 minus 55 and get 125. Or I could say these are vertical angles. There's two different options, but either way, still gives me 125. Last but not least, NHM, 180 minus 125, gives me my 55 degrees again. So there is number 1. You will see this on your test. Plain and simple. Questions on number 1. Number 2 says, what can we say about 4 and 6? So now I'm going to erase all this because we don't need that anymore. So there's 4, here's 1, here's 2. What can we say about 4 and 6? Well, let's see. They're on opposite sides of the line, and they're on the inside. So opposite inside, they are alternate interior angles. Well, how can we get angle 4 to be the same as angle 6? It's either a rotation, it's a reflection, and a translation. I'm not worried about what rigid transformation it is. I'm more worried about what type of angle it is. Because we know that alternate interior angles, when they are parallel, are congruent. Everybody with me? Number 2 is on your test. Number 3, angle 1 and angle 5. What do we know about angle 1 and angle 5? Well, they're both in the top left. That means they're in the same place. If they're in the same place, then it is corresponding angles. Give me a thumbs up if you got those 3 correct. Good, good. That's pretty much question 1 on your test. Like I don't know how much easier to make that. That's question 1 on your test. Question 2. Oh man, okay, here we go. A lot more drawing. A line. Another line. This line. This line. C, F, and A just smack dab in the middle for no reason. B, D, and E. Okay. We also know that this is L and K, and we know that L is parallel to K. Everybody with me? Hold on, I'm going to sneeze. Like you can't cover up, and it's now just in my mask. Yeah. Thank you, by the way. Okay. We know that measure of angle EDC is 41 degrees, and we know that the measure of angle ABC is 32 degrees. We are looking for the measure of angle BCD. I think a lot of you did this wrong because you were thinking, I'm going to find this angle. Angle BCD is right here. We're looking for that blue angle. So we need another angle in our triangle. To find that other angle, we have parallel lines. Are all of my angles inside or outside of the triangle? Inside. If they're all inside, there's only one type of angle that we can use. It's not corresponding. It's not alternate exterior. Zach?
Alternate interior.
Alternate interior. If this is 41 and this is on one side of the transversal, what's this one on the other side, on the inside of the transversal, Zach? This is 41. This has to be
41.
Perfect. Because alternate interior angles are congruent. So it asks us to explain. So number one, I would say angle EDC is congruent to angle AFC because of alternate interior angles. Would I expect something like that to be on my test? Yes. You need to be able to explain, because it clearly says explain in detail. Number two, I would say angle BCF equals something. But we're trying to find this angle now. What can I do, McKenna, to find angle BCF? How do I find the third angle of a triangle? 32
plus 41 degrees
plus
plus
equals
180.
Beautiful. So we solve 32 plus 41 is 73 plus C equals 180. I subtract. That's really the additive inverse. That leaves me C equals 107 degrees. So angle BCF is 107 degrees because interior angles, interior angles of a triangle equal 180 degrees. Notice how I'm being very specific with what I'm saying. The more specific you can be, the more points you're going to earn on that test. There's a third step, though, because we're not done. We're now trying to find this angle. If this is 107, how can I find the measure of angle BCD? Go ahead, Cody.
180 minus 107.
180 minus 107 gives me 73 degrees. There's one answer, because it asked me to find that. But then I need my last step. Straight lines equal 180 degrees. Another way to earn even more points is to say a linear pair equals 180 degrees. So we've now done 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this was number 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 will be on your test. 1, 2, 3, and 4 will be on your test. 1, 2, 3, 4 will be on your test. Study them on your test. Those 4. Okay. Moving on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You will need something from these. I'm not saying any one of them will be absolutely on the test. I'm saying that you will need to know how to do something from them. So here's 5, 154 degrees and 14 degrees. IGH. Number 6 is XXX, AB, actually it's CBA. And number 7 is a right triangle. I probably shouldn't have said that. That might have given it away. D, E, F, and 57 degrees. Okay. So this one asks us to find the measure of angle HIG. Wait a minute, that's right. Didn't we already do this? Yes, we did. So how do we find the interior? We set up an equation of 154 plus 14. 14, there we go. Stop, Mr. H. Plus, we'll call it I equals 180. 168 plus I equals 180. Subtract 168. That leaves me I equals 12 degrees. Questions? Is that right? Yeah. Is that what I want to put? No. I want to put the measure of angle HIG is 12 degrees. Yes? No questions? This guy. All 3 angles, no matter what they are, have to equal 180. So now I have 3 x's. Oh man, that's way too many x's. That gives me 180. I have 3 times x equals 180. To isolate the x, I divide by 3. X equals 60 degrees. Well, that's all well and good, but it's asking me to find the measure of angle ABC. Well, they're all x's. So the measure of angle ABC is 60. Last but not least, We've got 51 plus equals 180. I only see one number. Katie?
There's a right triangle,
Okay.
so that'd be 90 degrees.
Very good. There's a right triangle. This box makes it a right triangle. That means that that is 90 degrees. Very good. And then I put my F. So FD1. This is FD1, guys. Oh my goodness. Jupiter's like, that's great. You're on video giggling like that. Awesome. 51 plus 90 gives me 141. Is it? Oh, it's 57. Hold on. I can't even read my own writing. So that's 147 plus F equals 180. Subtract 147 from both sides. That leaves me F equaling 33 degrees, not whatever I said. FD3. And then we're looking for the measure of angle EFD equals 33 degrees. Try to use the correct notation. Flex on it if you've gotten the first 7 correct. My guess is most of you haven't. Whoa, there's a lot of flexing going on. Okay, you got the first 7 correct. Nice, you guys are going to crush this test. Love it. I don't know whether you're just that smart or I'm that amazing of a teacher. I'm going to pretend that you guys aren't giving me funny looks and you're just all saying that I'm that amazing of a teacher, and it's because I'm so awesome. Thanks. You can't tell, but I'm smiling. Except Jupiter, who's still laughing about FD3 or whatever it was. Thanks, Jupiter. Okay, number 8, 9, and 10, all very similar as well. We've got something that looks like this, where we've got 35, 32, P, and A. We've got number 9. I should probably make these a little bit bigger. We've got this line. We got this line. We got this line. Uh-oh. There we go. We got 128. We got Q. And we got 155 on the outside. Oh, number 10. There we go. We got 18. This doesn't even look right. We got 103. And we've got C, and then we got R. Okay. Here we go. So to find P, I have a couple different ways, but I'm going to do it the way that most of you will. First and foremost, we need to find the third angle of the triangle. 35 plus 32 plus A equals 180. That's 67 plus A equals 180. Subtract 67 from both sides. That gives me A equals, 113 if I'm doing this right. Everybody with me? To find P, we subtract 113 from both sides, and that leaves me 67 degrees equals P. Are there other ways to do this? Yep. But that's a good way for right now. This guy. I need to find this angle, so I'm going to do 155, and I'm going to take that away from 180. That gives me 25 degrees. Once I have 25 degrees, now I can find Q. I add them all up. They equal 180. 25 plus Q plus 128 equals 180. 25 plus 128 is going to give me 153 plus Q equals 180. I hope I did that right. I think so. Subtract 153 from both sides. That leaves me with Q equals 27 degrees. Q is 27 degrees. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. Still with me? Last but not least, I need to find this angle. 103 plus 18 plus C equals 180. 103 plus 18 is 121 plus C equals 180. Solve my equation by using the additive inverse, which is subtracting. C equals 59 degrees. So this is 59 degrees. To find R, I do 180 minus 59, which gives me 120 degrees. So R equals 121 degrees. Questions, concerns, problemos? Last but not least, are there more problems after number 11? Yes, there are. And I'm telling you, those are great to try and to practice. But there's a reason why I'm not going to go over them. Read between the lines there, folks. So, number 11 is this wonderful picture. You see that? Wonderful. The key to this is knowing here is triangle ABC on your right. This was the original. This is my primes. So to move ABC to prime, A prime, B prime, C prime. I have to translate is step one, but I'm translating to the left. And then I have to rotate which direction? Clockwise. So translate to the right, rotate clockwise. Translate to the right, rotate clockwise. Translate to the right, rotate. No, it's not to the right. What way is this? Left. Translate to the left. Did I say that the first time?
You said it the first time and then you repeated it.
Oh, left, clockwise, left, clockwise. There we go. Hey, the bell just rang. Have a wonderful, safe weekend. Come back to me safely, kiddos and kidettes.